नीचे भेजिए।
So good afternoon everyone. Namaste Polo, and it's a real privilege for us to have here one of the legends of cricket. You all know he has been one of the persons, one of the bowlers whom every individual, at least in India, has dreaded. Every time he is on the field and the ball is in his hand, we all pray that yes, so maybe 161 is not late. Yeah. So we have the great veteran here with us. So while he's renowned for his fast bowling and knocking the stumps off, but at the same time, there are many other aspects which we are not aware of, so which are not in public domain. So he's an ardent music fan and is the founder of his own foundation, which is Music, a charity that provides music therapy to children suffering from cancer. So besides his love for cricket and music, so Bradley has been a global ambassador for Cochlear. So it's an implant company which produces cochlear implants to help people recover their hearing losses. So he has been associated with Cochlear since October 2015 as one of the world's fastest bowlers who has smashed multiple cricket records. So his new target is to reach up to 440 million people. So that's the target he has set for himself, to raise awareness about hearing losses, Dept, or Binga as he fondly is called by his friends. So he has been spearheading the Sounds of Cricket campaign. So this is a campaign to raise awareness of significant medical, social and economic impacts that hearing loss can have on the lives of people. So he's been focusing significantly on the neonatal screening programs across the world and has been visiting many states in India as well. So he has been working closely with various organizations to increase the awareness about the neonatal screening programs and ensuring that more and more hospitals, more and more organizations and the government as well come up with this program for universal screening of neonates for hearing losses. So he has been traveling across India and now it's a privilege for us to have him here in Ahmedabad at Apollo Hospital. He is going to share a few words about his experience of leading the Sounds of Cricket, and we are very thankful to you for being here. And today we have also inaugurated the Apollo Hearing Clinic, which will be focused on ensuring and providing holistic services to people with hearing losses of all ages, but mostly focusing on the adult hearing loss as well. So we will provide a comprehensive program wherein we will identify problems, diagnose and treat, and at the same time also provide rehabilitation services for all people. At the same time, we have also launched a preventive screening package for hearing loss today, and this program this package is significantly discounted from the regular pricing, and it covers the major hearing tests that are required to be done to identify any hearing losses. So I request all of you to go through those details as well and then see wherever required so we can promote that and ensure that more and more people use the services. So not taking much of time, so I'll ask Bradley to take over.
Hello. Namaste. Kaise? Everybody. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Dr. Rajesh, thank you for what you do, and thank you to Apollo Hospitals, because I know that you guys are touching lives. Look, it's great to be here. Great to see all these smiling faces here this afternoon. All the staff at the back, all the girls wearing their whites, their cricket whites. Is that what they're wearing? No, I'm only joking. I know you're not wearing your cricket whites. But look, I'm here on behalf of Cochlear. As mentioned, I'm very proud to be the Global Hearing Ambassador. And we are changing lives around the world, and particularly here in India. It's been a wonderful journey. We've been right up north, right down south. We've been east and west, and we end up here in Gujarat. So it's nice to get back to this state, and I want to say thank you to the government for their work, firstly, in allowing us to have the opportunity to educate people, and then definitely fund people. I might go to the other mic, actually. I think this mic might be better. There we go.
Yeah.
Because if we're here for hearing, you have to hear me correctly, okay? So it's been a good journey, and I guess the most important message that I want to leave you all with here today is that with hearing loss, people often ask me, why did I get involved in hearing loss? Why did I want to sort of go down the road of, looking after children and people that have been born profoundly deaf? Well, a number of reasons. There was a chance meeting through Australia with Cochlear. We crossed paths on a few different fronts, but I guess I had to do something that was very close to my heart. And my son, when he was about 5, actually had an accident, had a fall, and suffered head trauma. And his hearing was normal, and his hearing in his right ear went right down to pretty much next to nothing. So left ear was perfect, right ear was very, very low. So then as a worried parent, and I know that there are some parents here today that have been through the same problem, as a worried parent, I thought, what will my child be like living with some form of hearing loss? Well, fast forward, I did a lot of research about hearing loss in children. Every time I get on Google, I'm sure as the youngsters all do, and I type in hearing loss in children. Hearing loss in children kept coming up, and the word Cochlear kept coming up. And I'm thinking, what's Cochlear? What are they doing? Found out they're an Australian company, found out that many, many decades ago, Professor Graham Clark invented this amazing technology for his father that was going deaf. So I then made it my mission that I want to go and help a lot of people around the world, certainly in Australia, certainly throughout India, and across the rest of the world. The good news for my son is that his hearing came back naturally. Thank God it was a compressed nerve. Over a few months it came back to normal range without any intervention or surgery. But that got me thinking about how can I help. So a number of years down the track, we are here and we are changing the lives of many, many children around India. Dr. Rajesh has done over, 2,000 surgeries now. It's getting more and more each day. They're the real legends of the game, not cricketers. I think the doctors. But we are like a cricket team. We do need a captain. We do need the all-rounders, the clinicians, the speech therapists, might be the fast bowlers. We need the people in the slips that will be there to help out as well. So we are a team, and I like to work in a team environment, and that's what we do here through the staff, throughout hospitals. Once again, we do thank the government for their ongoing support, because they have been very good in helping out with some different finances in order to get people that can't afford to have the implant done to get it through. But the most important thing is that universal newborn hearing test. So when a child is born in Australia, every child born in a hospital, whether it's private or government, will have the test done. My little fella who was born 11 weeks ago, first thing he did was have the test done, and he passed, which I was proud about. Because at the end result is that we don't want to have to go down the road. But if we do, we have the right measures in place. So we need to know that there is a problem. So I'm more than happy to take some questions. I'm sure we wanted some time, Vivek, if we can take some questions from the floor, if you want to ask some questions. But yeah, so we are doing a lot more screening here throughout the Apollo hospitals. We want to continue that. We want that to be 100%. So every single baby born will be screened. So that's my aim, and that's what we want to achieve. Baik, coba. Aram sih, coba. All right, here's your question. Anyone?
from Hindi.
Who? My mum.
She must be a great teacher then.
A lot of trips to India. I've been coming here since 1994. A lot of the cricketers. So, but look, I think it's important that when I go to your beautiful country and being here and getting the I get treated so well throughout India, so I had to, from my own heart, learn a little bit of the local language. My Gujarati's no good, unfortunately. I'll try and get better. Can't you? Maybe next time I can learn some more.
Greatly. Few tips if you give how we should take the defeat or when you lose the match.
Well, look, we all have our ups and downs in life, and what I try and do with life or with sport, because you won't win every single match, you won't get 100% every time you do any exam. You try your hardest, but it doesn't always happen. So I do a thing called an emotional wave. So the emotional wave is like a curve, like a bell curve. So when you won the World Cup in 2003 against India, you're not up really, really high. And when you've lost the Ashes against England, you're not down too low. So you can press that, you enjoy the highs, you don't get too down the lows, and then that emotional wave is a lot more tighter. So people that go up really high and go down, that's how you get over the loss.
As a senior gynecologist, I have been delivering babies for all this year. There is no question, but it's a suggestion to the Apollo Hospital. I have been trying to have a neonatal compulsory hearing test to be done for all neonatologists. Today, I would request Apollo Hospital to start compulsory neonatal testing for all babies that are born here. And I think that will be a one step ahead. And we'll be able to find out more and more babies who need immediate care. This is not
absolutely, and I'm right on your side. It's a great suggestion, and you can come up here if you want, and you can tell the whole world. But it's a great call. That is what we want to do. We actually want every single baby to be screened.
Because that's the right time to catch it. Because otherwise, so many our people are illiterate. So when they go home, they don't even know till at least 3, 4, 5 years that the baby is not hearing. Because when the child doesn't start talking also.
Yeah, look, if we do find a problem, at least then that we can deal with the problem.
Yes. So
most importantly.
So avoid lots of deaf and dumb words.
One thing I would like to tell here is since once the babies are delivered, they actually come to us. All our babies nowadays get universal neonatal hearing screen done. There is not even a single baby who is born in the Apollo who has not gotten a hearing screen done over the last couple of years. Yes, making a package is something that we are really looking at. But definitely, all babies over the last couple of years have received neonatal hearing test done. Not only hearing test, we have also been doing a mini metabolic screening test done as well. Hearing is one thing. There are certain other aspects also that cannot be missed, and we have been doing that for the last couple of years now. In fact, like hearing from our own program, we are yet to pick up somebody who has got hearing loss since birth. But metabolic, we have at least 3 or 4 patients that we did screening here and we have picked them up. Hopefully, now we are catching up with numbers and statistics. We'll eventually catch up and we'll start getting our own patients who we are able to find that they have some hearing disability at birth, and then Dr. Rajesh Vishwakarma is always here to help us. He has done quite a few cochlear transplants here over the last couple of years.
Thank you. Yeah, look, it's a great message, because what it does show, and I've just come down from come up from Kerala. I've just been down south of Kerala, and they are also doing the same thing. So every single baby born down there in the hospital will have that universal newborn screening. We go up here to Gujarat and Apollo hospitals, and we're hearing the same thing, that it's going to be 100% as well, which is fantastic. So we want the rest of India to follow. We want Mumbai to be as good as what we've seen here and down in Kerala. We want up north in the Punjabi community to also follow suit. Any other questions?
I'm seeing you on the field.
I was waiting for you, mate. Let's go to the cricket nets.
I have also listened your one song which you played with the guitar. It was fantastic. So I'm a huge fan of your music also.
Thanks, mate. Well, when you work with a legend like Asha Bhosle and sing Hum Tumhara Hum Tumhari Hero, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, and that's what India's about. It's fun. I have to have fun what I'm doing. As I said, I take my role as the Global Hearing Ambassador very seriously, but we also have fun doing it. We go to get to meet some amazing people, and as long as they go home tonight with that right message in order to make sure the baby has a hearing test done, and if there is a problem, get them to see the right people, then we're on a pretty good path. But I'm 42 years of age, so I'm probably too old to bowl.
The finger are fantastic on guitar as you ready from the ball.
Thank you. Well, see, I love music, but I was a bit better at cricket.
Thank you, Brett. And so we'll now request you to facilitate Dr. Rajesh Vishwakarma, so with a small token, for his contribution to cochlear implantation and.
Hello, sir. Please come over here. If you come back, please come over.
We also have a small token for you. So I request Dr. Rajesh to say the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Bradley, for visiting Apollo Hospital and helping us in our endeavor for the hearing health. We are all provide health caregivers, and we in all our own place do the needful for the health of the children or for the adult and for the society. So you coming up as an ambassador for helping us take the hearing health problem and addressing it so well is a great joy for us. Thank you very much for coming here and helping us in that. Thank you very much.
And also, I'd just like to say a quick thank you to our team from Cochlear to make all this happen. You know, to do all the infrastructure, to get the right messaging out there. We've got a wonderful team that we all work together. And on behalf of us, I know that I'm the spokesperson, but on behalf of everyone in Cochlear, the CEO, sir, we'd like to present you with a little token. Maybe you give the diamond to your wife. Give it to your son, the lady, and then you